Right now, get financing as low as 0% for up to 48 months, or make no payments for up to 120 days. Plus, at Mueller Chevy, we
Can anybody hear me? Testing.
I can now.
Okay, thank you.
Has anyone heard from Rick?
I haven't heard from Rick at all.
No, nor have I, Bobby.
Should we give him a few more minutes, or I don't know what to do if the chair's not here. Is there a vice chair?
Well, yeah, I typically fill in when he's not around, and it looks like we do have a quorum, so we could proceed or wait a couple minutes if whatever you'd like to do.
Bill, it's 5 after. I think we ought to just get started, and hopefully Rick can join.
Okay, all right then. Let's call the Monroe County Licensing and Registration Board board's meeting of February 22nd, 2022 to order. Roll call. We have May Cassidy, Josh
Here.
McConnell, Bobby LaRue, and myself, Bill Riggert. Rick Crouch is not here at this time. First item on our agenda is the minutes of our previous meeting. Wondering if everybody's had a chance to review them and if we have a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Josh moves. Is there a second?
I haven't read them.
Oh, you haven't? Okay,
No, I haven't.
would you like to read through them, May?
Just somebody give me the highlights real quick.
Well, I reviewed it and everything appeared to be right in order, consistent with our meeting.
Okay,
So we had all our guests that we had, or test authorization candidates, all documented properly. And then we had just the discussion about following Indianapolis lead with the ICC testing.
correct.
And
Okay,
then we also talked a little bit about transferring over to electric sign-offs for projects.
right. Okay, I'm good with that. I will second those
Okay,
minutes.
perfect. All in favor, say aye.
I,
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Hearing none. Our minutes from our January 25th, 2022 meeting are approved. Okay, so we can move into our test authorization and wonder if we have any candidates here. I think all I see is MCG TSD, maybe?
That's the county's technical service department.
Okay. And then
Do we-
Jonathan Stewart, he's our host here, right?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
So I
So
don't
we
know.
don't-
Go ahead.
We don't have anybody here to have conduct business.
There
Doesn't
are
appear-
there are 6 candidates. It looks like Todd Voling has his hand up.
Oh, I can't see anyone.
Oh, maybe you can just see him, Bobby. 'cause,
Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't you take the lead, Bobby, and let us know who's up, and then you can introduce them and we'll go from there.
Jonathan, can you put Todd available to speak?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
This is
Hi,
Todd. Hello.
Okay, so our first candidate is Todd Bowling. Todd, please let us know what you're requesting to start with.
Yeah, electrical contractor's license in Monroe.
Okay, it would, for a master's,
Yes,
are you licensed here in Monroe or?
we
somewhere
currently
else?
are not. We are licensed in a few other places throughout Indiana. I know we had sent over, our current newest test license were Hammond, Indiana, as well as Highland, Indiana. We are also currently licensed through testing in Indianapolis that we took previously.
Okay, so we have reciprocity with Indianapolis. So if you're currently licensed there,
Yeah, we are.
if we can get proof of that, then we can accept you to obtain the Monroe County license.
Okay.
Can you tell us a little bit about your company and
Yeah. So the company is a Stray Voltage electrical contractor. I've been an electrician of 30+ years. Have had my company for 27 years. Started off in residential, did commercial, but our primary work now is 100% cell tower related. So we do the full turnkey on the cell tower, from the civil, electrical, climbing the towers, doing the antennas. But our wheelhouse of our company is ultimately cell towers.
okay, very, very good. We don't have a contractor's license, so it would be, I'm assuming you would be the licensed electrician then?
Correct. Yes, I'm the license holder.
Okay. And then, let's see, I don't know if maybe Bobby can highlight, bring us up to speed. Have you come to see the gals at the counter or?
Our office administrative has been working with the girls at the counter through email.
Okay.
And so I physically have not been in, and I'm assuming hence with everything that's going on, that's why we're doing this via Zoom.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I guess we can take a roll call here and see if everyone's in favor of the reciprocity. And then we do require proof of insurance and holding the Monroe County or noting them on the insurance form as well. Okay, so is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, Josh moves. Is there a second?
I'll second it, please.
Okay, all in favor of granting Todd Bowling a master's electrician through reciprocity from Indianapolis, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, I guess then here's Rick. He can join us after we finish this up. So we'll grant Todd Bowling the master's electrician through reciprocity.
Thank you.
So we need a copy of your master's electrician license in Indianapolis, proof that it's current, liability insurance with Monroe County named, and proof of workman's comp. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Todd. Todd, if you could send me an email at blarue@co.monroe.in.us with your information here, we can work on getting you going.
Okay. And how do you spell LaRue?
LARUE.
Simple enough. All right, very good. Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, thanks. Now that Rick has joined us, I'll turn the program over to him.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry for being late. I was trying to get in and then finally closed a window and saw where it wanted my email address. Go figure.
Yeah.
That was my fault. So anyway, who's next?
Hello.
Uh,
Hey, I'm in the middle of my keyboard meeting by Zoom.
I think that Bobby's got to let somebody in, or maybe Jonathan has to help us.
Okay, whoever's next, please step up.
This is Bob Martin. I just got a request to unmute my mic. I don't know if that means I'm next.
I guess so.
All
You're
right.
next.
Jump in there.
So my name is Bob Martin. I'm with RJ Martin National Contracting. We have been working with the ladies at the desk. I believe we have all of our documentation sent in as far as insurance and workers' comp, as well as I have a person view test result from DC. However, I do not have an Indianapolis license. Yeah. However, one of our other employees, John Riling, is also on the Zoom call, who does have an Indianapolis license. We would prefer to use my Washington DC license if we could, rather than the Indianapolis one, just because John will be retiring in a couple of years. So just for continuity reasons. But we sent that in. There should be record of that. I am also a license holder in the state of North Carolina. That one was a PSI exam. I also passed my license for Ohio, which was PSI. And then I also passed my exam for Greene County, which is unfortunately not in Indiana. And I also hold 12 other state licenses through reciprocity as well.
Okay. Are any of them a Prometric, a block, or what is the one we use now, Bobby?
Rick, that's the question about this. Their ICC certification
ICC.
is from DC. I have no idea what DC utilizes. I would certainly hope they'd use the best. This is what money is in DC, but we don't. I don't know anything about it because it's a specific DC test.
Right. PSI is out of Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada. I do know that it's different than ICC. That much I do know.
Yeah.
Because that test is used also for general contracting and other things. So do you have a test? Have you taken a test that has like the Prometric, the block, or the ICC?
No, the only one that I'm aware of that I thought was going to work was the DC one.
Washington, DC, you're talking.
Washington, DC. Yeah, it says, it says ICC on the thing, but it says, where is it?
The number? Does it have a number on it?
I think Rick, I think it's a specific test that Washington, DC has. So instead of the national test from ICC, there are certain jurisdictions that have specific tests through ICC. Like California has a lot of them.
Okay.
And DC has one. A lot of the jurisdictions on the East Coast have a specific test through ICC. The one that we've been using for certifications is the national test.
Well, then at this point in time, I think we can't grant reciprocity with his license. We could with the other gentleman who has a license in Indianapolis.
Okay.
Would you agree, everybody?
Yes, I would if we use the one with Indianapolis.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, I see no other choice because we have to be sure of what we're
What we're doing.
granting, yeah, reciprocity to. So the Indianapolis one would hold up where the others we're not sure of. Not by any fault of yours. It's just
No, I
that
understand.
we know about the others. So, and his name would have to appear on the certificate of insurance as being a part of the company, so that when he does retire or leave, then we know we have to get contacted that a new person is taking the reins.
Right. No, that's fine, because I was planning on getting the Indianapolis one soon anyways. So I'll just do that in the next few months and know that John's license will carry us for the next couple of years.
Okay, so is John available or,
Yeah, he's here. We also submitted his paperwork as well for a backup.
okay,
I'm here.
all right. So
Okay.
you have a master's in Indianapolis?
I do. Yeah, I tested. I went to Indianapolis, tested, appeared before the board a couple times to however they do it. And yep. So I've had it for a few years too, but probably 8 to 10 years probably.
All right, so we can grant reciprocity. What you have to do is get us a certificate of insurance. And again, the company and then your name has to also be on there. And then certificate has to have certificate of liability, and Monroe County Building Department has to be additionally insured. We also has to have workman's comp listed on there. And then all that information has to get to Bobby, and then we can get you taken care of. We're going to have to get a motion made for that. And then, but if somebody's willing to make that motion, we can do it that way, gentlemen.
All
I
right.
will, okay, I will
Go ahead,
make the
May.
motion
Okay, May makes the motion.
that we grant him reciprocity based on the gentleman from Indianapolis's license, and everything is current and good.
Okay.
All
And
right. I'll second that.
we have a second with Bill. So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I
I hear none opposed. So motion carries. Bobby, I'll let you step in and give him your information.
I believe that RJ Martin has my information, but
Okay.
I will certainly share it again. BLARUE@co.monroe.in.us. And I want to make sure I have the name spelled correctly here. It's John Riling, RILING.
Yeah, the name on my Indianapolis license might be Johnny, JOHNNY. Johnny Riling, RILING. You have it. Yes.
All right. I think we're in good shape. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Okay, whoever's next, please step into the door.
Is it Zachary Hembry?
Don't know.
Your microphone's muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. Zach Hembry here. I went in front of the board last year to get sponsored to take my residential electrical exam. I had passed it through ICC, and now I am told to go back through in front of you guys to get my license. So I just need to know my next step.
okay. Which test did you take? The residential or the commercial?
The residential.
Okay. I'm assuming you got somehow information to give to Bobby that you had a passing score.
Correct. Yeah, I have paperwork, and then I tried to get on Pearson View to look at my score. I don't know if it just uploaded in time or not, but I can get back on there and forward it to Bobby along with my insurance information.
Okay. Well, at that point in time, then what we need to do, I think, you already got the amount of experience, then you need to get the proper workman's comp liability insurance. It has to, are you a single employer? Are you going to go to work and do work? Or are you just going to park your license? What's the plan?
I plan on doing work and pulling residential permits.
Are you going to have people work for you?
As of right now, no, but I will be if so, I will be insured to have employees.
Okay, well, then you'll have to have workman's comp on that. Monroe County will have to be additionally insured. And then what I would do is take a motion that we grant him a license with the proper insurance and paperwork. If somebody would like to make the motion for Zachary.
So moved.
Okay, we have the motion. We have a motion by Bill Riggert. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
We have a second by Josh. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
We have somebody opposed? Nobody opposed. All right, motion carries. Bobby, I'll let you take it from here on what you would like to see from him and when and how.
Zach, I'll just need a passing certificate from ICC showing which test you took and that you passed. Then, of course, we need the insurance and or workman's comp, depending on how you're going to operate.
Okay. Do I bring that to you personally, or is that through email?
You can do it either way. You will have to come into the office to pay for the license. So you can send it in ahead of time if you'd like, and then come on in, or you can just bring it on in during business hours, and we'll get it taken care of.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I do. You need my email address? Did you get it the last time?
I did get it. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
Who is next?
It looks like next on the list is Brent Wagler.
Okay, Brent.
Microphone is muted. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Brent Wagler. I own WBW Electrical, me and my dad. And we've been working through Ron Knapp, or with Ron Knapp up in Bloomington, doing residential electrical. He's a licensed electrician in Bloomington. And I was wondering what I have to do to get licensed up there. I am currently licensed in Vincennes. I scored a 70 on the Prometric test. And way I understand, you guys need a 75 for the residential electrical test.
No, I think we, do we need a 75 for the residential, Bobby, or on the pro?
We do. Rick, you might catch me up on Prometric, but I believe the residential test was 70% on Prometric, and it is also 70% on the ICC residential electrician's exam.
I believe on the residential, you're correct.
Yes.
On the commercial, it was 75, right, May?
Yes, it was, Rick.
Right, that's what I thought.
Rick and May, I thought we were at 75 for both.
Not on,
No.
not on the residential, I don't think so. It's in our paperwork.
Yeah, somebody can,
Yeah, I was just told that it was a 75, but I didn't know for sure.
For some reason, I am thinking the pro.
I don't remember for sure.
I don't either. I do know for a fact the Masters commercial is a 75
Yes.
Prometric. That I can guarantee you. But
So can I.
but on residential, I want to say it stayed at a 70 for some reason.
I'm still, Rick, I'm pretty sure it was 75.
Well, can somebody in Bobby's office look that up and
I will certainly try to do that. I'll dig through the paperwork here and see if we have any copies of the Prometric. I do know that ICC is currently 75 for the masters on the master's electrician's exam, and it is 70 on the residential exam through
Right.
ICC.
did he say he had passed the ICC or not?
No, he passed the Prometric on a 70, correct, sir?
Yes, I scored a 70, and that's what Vincent's recognizes, 70%.
On the residential.
Yes, right.
Gosh darn it. And I don't recall, and I don't have my paperwork with me here in this office at home.
Let's say if it has to be a 75, could I take the Prometric test?
We
For
don't,
you
they don't,
guys?
they don't give the Prometric is no longer.
I see.
They have
So
statewide, nationwide.
I see. So what kind of test do you guys have now?
It is called the ICC, and they do have a residential test. And Bobby, you just said that it is a 70?
Yes, ICC's version is a 70 for the residential.
Man, boy, for some reason, I would have thought it was.
Does Bill not have his book with him?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to flip through right now to find that.
This would be a long time.
Yeah, that's.
I just found Prometrics and some of the archive information here. Master residential electrical is a 75% correct required to pass
There
through
you-
Prometric.
All right,
Okay.
you're right, Josh.
Okay, so what do I have to do to take this ICC test?
Well, seeing that you already have a residential test or a residential license in Vincennes, then I have not a problem entertaining a motion to grant you the allowance to take a residential ICC test. Would anybody give a motion for that?
I will.
Okay. I have a motion to allow him to take a residential ICC test. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, May will second it. So all in favor, say aye.
I,
I
Okay, any opposed? I hear none. So we can give you, you can take an ICC residential test through us, which is what Indianapolis recognizes and also us. So, Bobby, I'll let you explain what he needs to do.
Okay, so Brent, you'll need to go to iccsafe.org. You'll need to create a profile there. And the test that you are looking for is G18, the residential electrical examination.
G18 what?
G18, which is the residential electrical examination based on the 2017 National Electric Code.
Okay. ICC.org, you said?
iccsafe.org.
Okay. Then G18.
G18 is the test number. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'll see what I can do.
All right.
Hey,
Thank you.
thanks for your time.
You're very
Thank you.
welcome.
You're very welcome. Thanks.
All righty, we're ready for the next one.
Looks like Cole Sammy.
Okay. Cole, are you there?
Shows a muted microphone again.
There we go. How about that?
There we go.
Okay. It's actually Colonel Sammy Bracken. Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. No worries. No worries.
What's your last name, sir?
Bracken, Bracken.
Hey, what can we do for you, sir?
I've got passed a block test back in the day when I was younger for an unrestricted master electrician in Indianapolis
Okay.
with Mr. Electric International Company. And we've got a couple projects we're looking at down there, and we wanted to see if we get reciprocity and get a license down there.
What was the score on your block?
83, 84.
Yeah, we'll need a copy of it anyway, but
Yeah, absolutely. I got Lucy West can get one right over to us.
okay. Yeah, a block is not a problem with one of the licenses we will grant
Honor.
reciprocity to. That's what I
Okay.
took.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been about 30 years, but yeah, I've passed it.
Thanks a
So
lot.
I just need to, bring a copy of that in the insurance with Monroe as additional insured and just bring it down there to the office.
Yes, and if you have any help, you'll also have to have workman's comp on there.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, and we'll have to have a motion by somebody to make,
So moved. I'll make
Okay.
the motion.
we have a motion by
Um,
Bill Biggert.
May I interrupt here for a second?
Sure.
Sir, did you say you have a current Indianapolis license?
Yes.
Okay. Do we just need a copy of the license, or do you all want the block examination scores
We
as
can
well?
grant reciprocity with Indianapolis license.
Yeah, is it active? It's an active license, correct?
It is. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
active.
So we can grant reciprocity. We don't need a copy of the block.
Okay. I got a copy of the license in my pocket.
Yeah, then we just need a copy of your active Indianapolis master's license.
Okay.
And then the
Oh.
proper insurance and with Monroe County additionally insured, and then your workman's comp on it.
Can do.
So Bill Riggert, I have a
Oh.
motion.
Yep.
Do I
Yep.
have a second?
I second it, please.
May 2nd. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? I hear none. Motion carries. Bobby, go ahead.
Thank you.
I believe that once the kernel, that the kernel is the end of the test candidates.
Okay.
Thank you.
So just, he knows how to contact you and get the information to you?
I believe so. I said it several times. Hopefully it's
Okay.
still,
Yeah, listening. So that's great. Okay. All righty. So we don't have
Okay.
nobody else waiting?
I don't believe so. I think it shows 7 participants,
Okay.
and I believe that's us.
So do you have any new business for us, sir?
I do have some new business. As I understand, the state's emergency order is likely to expire on the 4th of March.
Okay.
And with the expiration of that emergency order, public meetings will either have to go back to in-person meetings or a hybrid meeting that can utilize Zoom or this type of technology for a portion of the board's attendees. So 3 of 5 will have to be on site at the physical location.
Okay.
If we wish to continue. So I don't know if you all would like to continue utilizing this technology, or if you want to go back to
Well, I mean, if 3 of us have to be there, I can be there. It's not a
Well,
problem.
Let me explain my problem.
I do
I fit-
travel occasionally. Go ahead.
I physically cannot get into the building. If I park where I'm supposed to, and to walk to the elevator, I can't do it. I cannot climb the steps to get up there. That's my issue. I just can't do it.
I understand, May. So May, just work from
If you
home.
want to come down, carry me up, Rick, will be.
Well, if that's what I got to do, it's what I got to do. But if you're comfortable at home, stay home and do it.
I'm very comfortable doing Zoom, but
Okay.
if I need to, I will get someone to come with me and push me in there.
Well, let's just, at this point in time, I will make it in there. There are times I travel and I'm out of town. And if I am, I'll let you know ahead of time.
Okay,
And we'll
I
make,
can help.
and we'll make different arrangements. But
Yeah.
I'll be there and Bobby's there because he is a voting hand. so
yes,
that-
he is.
That's two. So we just have
And
to.
Josh and Bill,
Yeah,
Yep.
we have one of those two make it in, we're good. And if I'm gonna be out of town, I'll let you guys know when. Bobby's been great about sending out the agenda a
oh,
week
he
early.
has, yes.
And then that way it reminds me that if I'm out of town, I can say, hey, guys, I'm gonna be out of town, so let's make sure somebody else is gonna take May's place
Yeah,
or my
but if
place.
it becomes absolutely necessary, I will show up. I can have someone bring me.
Yeah, and I can help you, May. We'll make it work.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can make this work. I don't
Well,
have
I
a
tell you
problem.
what, I went and bought me a little bitty wheelchair
Yeah,
and I just need somebody to push it.
well, that's not a problem, May. We'll take care of you and you know we will.
I know that.
But you can stay home and we can make it work. I have no problem with that. So,
Well, it was either that or resign, and I don't particularly want to resign yet.
no, don't resign. We'll handle this.
We won't have that, May.
Nope. We got it covered.
All
Besides
right.
that, we don't want to listen to you too ornery.
Oh, I don't know about that, Rick. Not
Well,
even,
been around too long together. Gosh.
yeah, that we have.
My God, I can't even think of how old I was when I first met you. Oh my God.
I don't either, Rick.
I think I was 16 or 17
Probably.
and I'm 61.
Been a while. Yeah,
God,
you and Mike are the same age, aren't you?
yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
yep.
Well, he'll turn 61 in June.
And I'll be 62 this July.
Oh,
God.
you will. You're about a year older than him then.
Yep, yep. Oh my God. Lord, folks, but I think we got it figured out, Bobby, so we're not going to have to worry about it.
No, we'll be
Okay,
good.
I do need a formal motion
Okay.
and vote to be able
Alright.
to do this.
All right, so I'll make I need somebody to make a motion that we will always have 3 people within.
I'll make that motion, Rick.
Okay, we got the motion made by Josh. Do I have a second?
Yes.
Second,
Oh,
Second
go ahead,
by
May.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? I hear none. So motion
Okay.
carries.
So I want to make sure that we're clear on the motion. The motion was to continue and move forward with a hybrid meeting format
That's correct.
that would allow for both in-person candidates and board members and via communications technology for a few of the board members and test candidates.
That's correct.
So is next meeting, we're meeting in person then? Or is
3
that,
of us, at least a minimum of 3 of us will be.
okay, for the next meeting?
Yep.
Well, that is if they lift the order, right, Bobby?
That is correct. And that's what I wanted to talk about next. Is I plan on for the next meeting, date, time, and location. The next regularly scheduled meeting is March 22nd, 2022 at 5 p.m. We have been meeting prior to the pandemic in room 211 of the Monroe County Government Center and since via Zoom. If there is an issue, I can certainly look for a different meeting room in the government center that may be on the first floor and see if we can get that scheduled for this meeting, if that would help May attend if she would want to. Or we can just continue on at room 211 for next week or next month and figure it out beyond then.
yeah, let's just continue on, you know.
Yeah, we'll continue on. May's happy with being at home and we got it worked out if she has to come in, so.
Yeah.
Besides that, you've got the equipment already in 211, so let's stay there.
We've got the equipment there and it's a nice big room,
Nice, you
depending
got
on the
plenty.
number.
We can keep our spacing too from other people.
Hey, Rick, there's one other thing. I'm going to be starting police training here soon, and my class is going to be on a Tuesday and a Thursday. I'm not sure if it starts at 5 or 6 o'clock. If it starts at 6, I can still do the meetings by Zoom. I won't be able to be in person. So I haven't got the start date of that class.
We still got Bobby and Bill and myself.
Okay.
As long as there's 3.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. We'll make it work.
Okay.
I'll show up if
Well,
worse comes to worse, Josh.
they've kind of taken the stance of since I got so sick with that COVID right after Christmas and got thrown in the hospital for so long, they've kind of put me as of counsel anymore. So with I traveled, yes, I still travel, but they just make me come to the office when they really need me for something real serious. So
Well, it's only
Otherwise,
for a
you-
short period of time, and as soon as I'll let you guys know by email when I get an official start date.
okay. All right. So we're gonna make it work. It won't
We'll
happen.
be good.
We'll take
Okay.
care of it.
Rick, one other thing, as the chair of the Licensing and Registration Board, I will need to send you something for you to sign that we can then turn back into the county so that we're in good shape for these hybrid meetings. And
Oh,
I will work on getting that to you tomorrow morning.
That'll be fine. If you want to, yeah, you can send it to me. I could sign it and then scan it,
Send it
send it
back.
back, unless you need wet ink. Then I could run it by, whatever.
You know what? I didn't even ask if it had to be wet ink. I assumed your signature in a scanned document would work, but I'll try to get an answer to that question tomorrow morning
I know
before I send
the
it.
courts don't require it, so that's.
No.
Just let me know.
I think a lot of places are now accepting digital signatures, and
Yeah,
I mean it's the way, right?
Yep.
It's the way it works right now.
it's the way it goes. So whatever you need, I'll help you out.
All right.
I'm working out of my home the rest of this week. So anyway, not a problem.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Shall we adjourn?
We need a motion to do that.
Okay, I make a motion. We end the meeting at
Right.
what is it, 5:44.
All right, I'll second that.
Okay, bye, everybody. Enjoy the rest.
Bye.
of the week.
Bye. Take care.
Okay, bye.
Thank you all.
Yep.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.